Okay, so Nessa here, this is my cat, by the way, my sweet cat Moss. We're going to do something different today, right? So I've been trying to shoot a few videos. Okay, that's my cat. Thanks, Moss. I've been trying to shoot a few videos at my desk, and something about it just never quite feels right, and I'm like, why is that? Because 9 times out of 10, whenever I'm pulling tarot, I'm in my comfy clothes, and I'm just sitting on my bed. So we're going to do a little bit of bedside tarot today. I am doing 3 groups. Today's topic is, it's just going to be kind of like what Spirit sort of wants you to know. This is like quick guidance. This isn't like anything too in-depth. This could be good news if you're waiting for a yes-no answer, if you're looking for timing on something. This is just kind of a quick spiritual check-in. So we have 3 groups today. As you can see in the thumbnail, we have this sweet little orange candle. It's for group 1. We have this little purple candle for group 2. And we have this lovely pink candle for group 3, because I have too many little bits of candles. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, meditate on the candles. Again, group 1 with the orange, group 2 with the purple, and group 3 with the pink. They also go in descending order of size if that helps you. Please enjoy my cat. She is the familiar here, so she likes to be a part of everything. So yeah, take a moment, pause the video if you need, and then we are gonna get started. Yeah, I'm gonna do some shuffling. So if you need a minute more, that's totally fine. I'm like just trying to go with the flow today. So let's see. Okay. So if y'all don't know, my hands are really small. I have trouble shuffling the deck normally, so I have to shuffle it into piles and then reshuffle it. So the King of Cups flipped itself a little bit, or wanted to be looked at, as well as the 9 of Cups. This is beautiful. If you are a water sign and you've been waiting on something to happen, I do see that happening, or if you're dealing with a water sign, I do see that they are going to be coming in and giving you an offer, especially because we have the 5 of Swords reversed right here. So if this is something that you had to walk away from, that you were very emotionally invested in, just know that you did the right thing and that things are balancing out, especially now, especially with the King of Wands reversed. This is something where maybe you were working on it and you kind of just were losing the passion, but you're very emotionally invested in it. I do see that balancing out. I swear she never does this. It's like she's just being a ham for the camera. Especially with Saturn now going direct, and Pluto just went direct as well. This is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this around the time it's being filmed, then I do see this as a time where things are balancing back out. We have the Queen of Swords reversed, which came out and then just flipped itself over. So I do feel like there is this boundary setting that was necessary, and that things are about to become a lot just like a lot more comfortable. You know, she's kind of that ice queen reputation, so when she's reversed, it's kind of that like the icy heart is melting sort of a deal. I'm like my cat. Look at that 1,000-yard stare. You go, Moss. She is going to be a fixture here because she is just a fixture in general. So, so just know that if you have had to walk away from anything, particularly if it was very difficult, if there are harsh words exchanged, if it was something that you were really invested in, but it just like was not serving you, know that it's because you're heading toward that 9 of Cups, toward that wish fulfillment. And that you made the right decision. Yeah, the Star, wish fulfillment. Yeah, you're getting your wish, especially this may also involve an Aquarius. But just know that you are being rewarded for your hard work. Nothing is in vain, nothing is wasted. Alright, so this is going to be for group 3. I'm going to pull 3 cards for each, I guess. Alrighty, wow! This is group 1, that's group 2. Alright. Yeah, Hangman reversed. You're getting unstuck. And I feel like there was a change in perception that was needed to solve the situation. So I do see that happening for some of you folks. Heavy water, heavy water sign energy. High Priestess reversed at the bottom, another Pisces card. So heavy water sign energy. Things are coming into clarity. Things are making a lot more sense, and you're going to see the bigger picture as to why you were asked to walk away from something, even if you were very, very invested in it. So yeah, we have group 1, group 2, group 3, group 1 with the orange candle, group 2 with the purple candle, and group 3 with the pink candle. So, oh, purple candle's jumping. So yeah, feel free to pause the video if you need more time, but other than that, we're going to start with group 1. Oh, there we go. Hi, group 1. So you pick this lovely orange candle. This is very sacral chakra energy, but I'm also getting a really heavy, like, magical vibe. Because it also makes me think really heavily of fall, which again, timeless reading, but at the time I'm filming this, we are in the autumn season. What this mostly tells me is that whatever you've been investing in is either ripe for harvest or very, very soon will be. This is a lot of good manifesting energy. This is something that you've been creating, and where this is the longest of the 3 candles, I feel like this is something where there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of passion here, but there's also been a lot of investment. So if y'all aren't aware with the taper candles, they start like this long, I think. So you put a lot into it, and there's only a little bit left, but there's still a lot of energy left in this situation, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants to talk about. Wow, okay. So if you skipped over the channeled information in the beginning, you might want to go back and look at that, because a couple of the cards here have popped up there. So you have the Hierophant reverse. I hope you can see this. Sorry, the glare. I don't know if this will help if I'm like, look at that. So Hierophant reverse, you have the Star upright. Sorry about the glare, you guys. And then the 9 of Cups reverse. Okay. So immediately, it's really interesting to me. There are 2 major cards in the tarot that are the wish fulfillment cards, and these are it. These both came out earlier. So with the 9 of Cups reversed, I feel like something that you really, really wanted did not go your way. I feel like, again, you put a lot of energy and effort into this. You've been really trying to manifest this thing, and it just won't ground. And I feel like it's very, very frustrating. I also do want to quickly mention we have Aquarius energy right here, and we have Taurus energy right here. So with the Hierophant reversed, I feel like this is kind of one of 2 things. Spirit either wants you to know that, you know, whatever difficulties you've been going through with this 9 of Cups reversed, there is a spiritual purpose to it. There are lessons that needed to be learned before you can have this wish fulfillment. You also may be being encouraged to think outside the box with how you approach your manifestation. Because the Hierophant is very much about structure, order, commitment. Can be about governmental, like governmental bodies. Like it can be about contracts. It's just very it's a very structured, ordered kind of energy. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Taurus. So I am seeing here if I thought I had to burp. I did, but I kept it quiet. I see here that if you are trying to manifest more commitment with a Taurus, you're trying to really commit to a wish or a dream with a Taurus. If it hasn't been working out, this is because I feel as if you are being encouraged towards something better. So if you have a wish here, whether this involves a Taurus or not, that hasn't happened, just know that there are spiritual reasons behind it. There are lessons, the biggest of which is I feel you're being redirected, and that may be what this think outside the box energy is, because we have, again, 2 wish fulfillment cards, but the Star is upright, and that's a major arcana. So what I kind of feel here is anything that you really wanted. Oh, his little seat cushion looks like a whoopee cushion. You guys see that? Like right here. Anything that hasn't worked out for you, I feel like Spirit's just really encouraging you to not give up and to see the spiritual lessons in it. But again, it's got the energy of redirection. Anything that hasn't worked out is because there's something better coming along for you. And this is something that's meant for you, something that's divinely guided. And if you kind of are struggling to sort of figure out where you're going, or you're frustrated because it's not manifesting, that's totally understandable. But just know that with this Hierophant reverse, it may just require you take an alternative route to go there, but it's still a very, very promising outcome. I feel like it will be a lot more emotionally fulfilling than you had even originally anticipated, for sure. I do see for some of you that you may get what you want, but you may have to travel for it. I'm really, really drawn to it. This is a really weird thing, but upside down, this little tie, I don't know if you can see it, on the Hierophant looks like the dotted line down a road. So for some of you, I do feel like you may have to travel. There may also be other people involved with this 11th house energy, because it's all about community and friendships and connecting. So where 11th house and Aquarian energy can talk about online communities too. If there's something that you've been trying to manifest in your own physical community around you and it hasn't been working, it may require that you go somewhere new, and Spirit is definitely encouraging you to do that. Again, very much like eccentric, thinking outside the box energy, non-traditional. This is doing something differently than you normally would. So if excuse me, if you really wanted this thing and it just didn't work out, just try to stay hopeful and remember that that spirit is bringing you toward your wish fulfillment, right? So the star is card 17, which reduces down to an 8, and 8s are all about manifestation, abundance. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So spirit is working with you to try to bring you into this place of abundance and happiness and joy and gratitude. And so just know that anything that you were really set on that doesn't happen isn't to punish you, but solely to redirect you towards something that will make you even happier in the long run. So yeah, I think that is everything that I have for group 1. Again, this is just really, really quick guidance. If you need more help with your specific situation, I do personal readings. Please feel free to check out my Etsy link, or my Etsy shop. The link is in the bio below. And if you don't see anything that meets your specific spiritual or financial needs, please DM me, because I'm always happy to make a custom reading. And also, my cat will like to sit on my computer while I do them. So, gives her something to do, gives me something to do. We all love it here. We're all happy. Anyway, that's about everything I have for you. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon. Bye, group 1. Hello, mouse. I know. Alrighty, group 2, hi, you have this lovely purple candle. So right away, I'm definitely getting heavy third eye and crown chakra vibes here. I feel this is a lot of intuitive energy. Whatever it is that's going on, that's being discussed, that you're asking about, I feel like you're getting intuitive hints and you're getting downloads, or you very soon will, that help you put the kind of like the last few pieces together. I'm sort of getting this like aha moment, very Hanged Man kind of energy. I do feel like there's a lot of magic here. There's a lot of spiritual protection is the phrase that I'm getting more than anything else. So if you've been really going through, oh, whoa, I don't know if you guys can see, but the shape of the candle kind of looks like an eye. It's like, pew, pew. That's not what an eye does, but that's the noise I'm going to make for it. So yeah, I feel like you're being very spiritually protected right now. If you are having trouble seeing where you were, kind of where to go, rely heavily on your intuition at this time, because you do have a lot of spiritual support that's working with you. So, I think that's everything. Yeah, let's get started. Woo! All right. Wow, we have a lot. We have all people here. Okay. So, we have the King of Swords upright. We have the Empress reversed. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. I almost said Knight of Swords. That's not right. Okay. So, right off the bat, we have air energy. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Venusian energy, so this is Libra, Taurus energy. And we have more earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is all people. Whatever the situation is, this may involve 3 separate people. But the kind of feeling I'm getting here is I feel like these are 2 people and this is the situation. So we have the King of Swords. He's very, very logical. He's very... I don't know if you can see. He's very honest. He's very direct. He's very, like, dry almost. He can be honest to a fault. He can end up being kind of blunt and a little bit cutting. But again, a very, very honest person, very direct, very straightforward, says what he's thinking. He's not a person that's great at expressing his feelings. So this may be you. This may be another person involved. Excuse me. But I'm really drawn to the fact that the Empress here is reversed, and she's looking, with this placement, she's looking at the King of Swords, right? So I feel like somebody here is very much in their power. They are very logical. They are very straightforward. They are very to the point. And this other person, you know, again, Venus energy, so very abundant, very creative, very sensual, very artistic, very beautiful, very very nurturing. These are really, I wouldn't say oppositional energies, but they're a little oppositional. And I feel like what's happening here is that these are 2 people who are trying to relate to each other, but struggling to connect. I feel like whoever this Empress energy is, this may be you, this may be another person involved. I feel like you are looking to this King of Swords, and again, there's this element. So the King of Swords is looking straight forward. I'm noticing this, right? But the Empress is looking at the King of Swords. So I feel like this King of Swords person, again, this could be you, could be another person involved, very, very focused. Very, very focused on whatever is occupying their thoughts. Very focused on, you know, if they're really focusing on their career, on their education, on, you know, just something that's taking up all of their mental power, something that's taking up their entire, yeah, focus is the only word. I feel like this person is struggling to meet the emotional needs of this person. This person may generally be a very nurturing person, like I said, very abundant, very fertile, but not in a weird way. This person may be a very kind of like lyrical, artistic soul. And I feel as if this King of Swords energy may not be relating to this Empress energy on a level that is gratifying to her. And I feel like this is something where this is emotionally throwing off this Empress energy, right? So this is the divine feminine energy, and it represents this element of self-mastery, because the Empress is all 4 queens of the tarot in one. So when she's reversed, it's somebody who's out of their power, whereas this King of Swords is in his power. And again, I say his and hers, but you know, these can apply to anybody regardless of their gender identity. As we're all kind of a mixture of divine feminine, divine masculine energies in their own blend, their own balance within each person. But I do feel like this person is generally much more emotional, much more like expressive and effusive than this person, and I feel like it's creating this mismatch. I'm getting this, like, I know this is you know, Libra Taurus energy, but I'm getting this vibe of like an air sign and a water sign mix for some reason. It doesn't mean it necessarily can't work, but I feel like there are lessons here that need to be learned, that both of you kind of need to meet in the middle. I don't get the feeling this is a bad connection. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could be friendship, family, coworker. I don't feel like this is a bad connection, but I feel like you two fundamentally express yourselves differently, and I feel like this difference is not really phasing this King of Swords kind of energy, because he's very focused on what he wants to communicate, express, you know, to build for himself. Whereas this Empress energy is more of that kind of divine feminine, receptive, abundant, you know, sensitive, nurturing energy. And I feel like having somebody not meet her on that emotional level is kind of throwing that energy out of balance. So this is just something from Spirit to say, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles here, this is the slowest knight in the deck. This could be a third party situation. Does not have to be, so please don't freak out. But whatever this is, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, but he's also the most reliable knight in the deck. So if this is a relationship, for example, I do see it's going to take some work. It's going to take some time and effort invested into this connection. But when you move forward, even though you may move forward more slowly, when you move forward together, it is solidly, because you've taken the time to communicate and relate to one another and express your needs and meet in the middle. If this is a situation about work, because we have Pentacles here, or about your home, I'm really seeing that you're being encouraged to kind of lead more with your head and a little bit less with your heart. If there is somebody whom you've been investing a lot of time and energy into, I feel like you've been doing this out of the goodness of your heart to try to be a caring person, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Spirit is kind of encouraging you to balance that out, though, with kind of being a little bit more logical and in your head, right? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Because I do feel like you have a lot of, you're a very abundant person, you have a lot to give, and the problem, you know, that's a beautiful thing, and of course it's always the people who are the most abundant and the most like lovely, nurturing souls who give the most, but that also runs the risk of being taken advantage of. In a situation like this, if you've been investing in, you know, whatever it may be, a friendship, a relationship, a career, if it's not giving back to you, and you're not seeing some type of results from your effort over an extended period of time, all it's serving to do is to drain you and disempower you. So Spirit's kind of asking you to step into more of that King of Swords energy, to be very, very decisive and cut away whatever is not serving you. And I feel like that kind of goes along with you are being really heavily guided, and we talked about this before, a lot of intuitive information coming in. So if you do have those epiphanies, those aha moments, those big like just realizations, don't hesitate to follow through on those, because those are divinely guided. Yeah, and like I said, if this is a relationship, just know that if you spend the time and the effort and you really put in that consistent energy into the connection, you will be successful. It may take longer, it may be a little bit more slow moving, but again, the Knight of Pentacles, when he does bring something forward, it is always very solid. So I think that's everything I have for group 2. If you like the reading, feel free to smash that like button, yo. If you need help with your specific situation, please check out my Etsy shop. The link is in the bio below. Or the bio. Oh my god, you guys, the link is in the description box below. If you don't see anything on the shop link itself that matches your spiritual or financial needs, please DM me because I'm happy to make a custom reading for you. So, with all that being said, let's move on to group 3. So, hi group 3, you picked a lovely little pink candle. I feel like you have some type of, like, emotional manifestation happening, right? This is the shortest of the candles, meaning that whatever, you know, pink is about the heart chakra, so whatever you've really poured your heart into, you've gotten, I'm getting this excited feeling, whatever you've made a wish for, whatever you've, like, gotten really excited about, whatever you've put your energy into, it is about to manifest for you. This is, again, very, like, surprise, like, it's like a surprise party kind of energy. This is very happy sort of feeling energy. So let's see what, what Spirit wants to talk about. All right, Lovers reversed, 8 of Swords reversed, and the Magician upright. So immediately of your 3 cards, 2 are major arcana. So this is a big turning point in your life. We have Gemini energy here, and the Magician can sometimes kind of speak of Virgo energy as well, just because it's ruled by Mercury, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, as is Gemini actually. So heavy air energy here. Okay. So immediately what I'm seeing, this could be a divine partnership kind of relationship here. This could talk about soul alignment, but the other major theme I'm seeing is this could have represented a big choice in your life that has to be made, or this call to find greater inner harmony and self-love. And I say that because we have the 8 of Swords reversed right here, so I don't know if you can see it very well, but maybe not. Sorry, guys. But the 8 of Swords is all about, like, it's this lady that's blindfolded and, like, almost mummy wrapped in the middle of this, these 8 swords. And the thing is, if she ever had her blindfold removed, she would see that she's not, like, closed in by all the swords. She could just walk forward and walk right out. And similarly, she's blindfolded and she's loosely wrapped, but if she ever just, like, even lightly hulked out, the wrappings would fall right off her. So the entire concept of the 8 of Swords is that we limit ourselves by what we think we can and cannot do, whereas if we dare to expand just a little bit, dare to try to see things differently for just a moment, we'll find that we're not stuck at all. I love the 8 of Swords. It's actually one of my favorite cards in the entire tarot deck. So what I'm seeing here is with the Lovers, this can represent, like I said, divine union. This can also represent a choice, and this can represent inner harmony. Because when the Lovers is reversed, this is speaking to the idea that a choice has been made, but also, again, you know, if it's upright, you're talking about this, like, beautiful, angelic, divine love, and when it's reversed, it can talk about needing to find that self-love or accomplishing that self-love. So what I'm seeing here is if you had a big decision you had to make, or you have one you have to make, I feel like, again, because the energy we talked about with the candle, this is something that you have either you've already made this choice, you've already addressed this energy, or you very, very soon will. You know, I feel like this choice was made and it sets you free. If you're trying to make a decision, you know to make that choice with your highest self-love in mind is what they're saying. Because the Lovers, when you're talking about it as a choice card, it's always speaking to making a choice based on what will make your heart happy, what will just, like, make you emotionally fulfilled. And this may have a lot to do with this 8 of Swords reverse. You know, if you have something where you're like, I've always wanted to do this, you know, I've always wanted to, I would love to do this, but I can't. I would love to go after this job, but I would never make enough money. I would love to be in this type of relationship, but I'll never find anybody. I would love to do XYZ, but I can't because ABC. I don't know. Other letters of the alphabet. Because LMNOP. But, you know, it's kind of saying to cut yourself free from what you think you can and cannot do, and to choose based on what your heart truly desires. And that act of empowerment is going to be that thing that helps you manifest with this Magician energy. It's also saying if you have made this choice, in your highest good, in the name of your highest happiness, that Spirit wants to really commend you for that, because it is coming into fruition. And again, we have that energy of this thing is ready to manifest, and it's coming in quickly. And it's because you took the time to address this. If you've been struggling with self-limitation, self-limiting beliefs, issues with, like, self-love or self-worth, and you've been taking the time to address that, I see that with that Lovers card, and, like, For real. It sounds sarcastic, but it's not. I promise. Like, I promise. But, you know, if you've been taking the time to really address this and just kind of really work on cutting yourself free from anything that doesn't value you, including your own beliefs. Spirit wants to commend you for that, because again, this is the shortest of the candle, and the taper candles are like yay big when they start. This is the shortest one, meaning you're the closest to the end of this. And this is the pink candle, so this is very much the energy of love and self-love, and that's completely the vibe I'm getting here. I'm seeing that you're doing the work, you've done the work, and maybe you have one more big hurdle to go, or maybe you just made that choice, you just took those steps, and Spirit's really commending you and encouraging you, saying keep going, because you're about to have your manifestation come in. And when you get it, take a moment to really appreciate it, take a moment to really value it, because you worked hard for it. A lot of the time we don't place enough emphasis and celebration on inner work and emotional work, but it's the thing that allows everything else to come into manifestation and fruition into our physical reality, right? If we don't believe we deserve anything, if we don't believe we can have the best things in life, we'll never reach for them. So that emotional work sets the stage for everything else in your life, and whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you know, A, it's coming, but B, it's coming in for you because of all your hard work. So just take a moment to, you know, breathe in, breathe out, and really pat yourself on the back and know that this inner harmony that you're cultivating, I'm also really drawn right here to the snake in this tree and the fire on this tree. So this is healing and transformation, that shedding of your old self, and this kind of reignition of passion. I feel like this new beginning is going to just resonate with you so heavily, and it's because you took the time to cut away and shed everything that's no longer resonating with you and that's no longer who you are. So that is about everything I have for you today, Group 3. I hope this was helpful. If you need a reading to kind of help you with your specific personal situation, please check out my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. If you don't see any readings there that address your spiritual or financial needs, please feel free to DM me, because I'm happy to make a custom reading for you. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I will be seeing y'all around soon. It was an honor to read cards for you. And yeah, take care. Have a fantastic day.